सर्वाम्बरं पुण्डमालं प्रियं शङ्करं सर्वनाथं भजामि चण्डं प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भं परेशम् अखण्डं अजं भानुकोटिप्रकाशम् निर्मूलनं शूलपाणिम् भजेऽहं भवानी पतिं भावगम्यम् अतीत कल्याण कल्पान्तकारी सदा.
Good evening, all of you. How is your preparation going on? What are your doubts? You first ask and then I will start. Every minute is precious for you also, for me also. I know that, dear students. Okay, so very quickly we will start. We have completed with top 50 questions for costing, which are very important and repeatedly asked. All formats and formulas I have done. One shot revision videos we have recorded along with theory. Separately, I have taken important theory questions from the colored Sarthi compiler or green color. And last, I feel help from my side. Yeah, some doubts are also there, which I have already clarified in the WhatsApp and doing also. If you still have a doubt, ask. And right now, we are together for a quick briefing of the two MTPs. To be honest, very important is before solving the MTP. RTP is different. Every chapter, one question they will ask. Before solving the MTP, now let us know the paper pattern and mindset. For sure, promise me that you will utilize your reading time to fullest. And my suggestion, don't start with the case scenarios. Ma'am, how you are saying MCQs are the so scoring. So if you check very quickly your paper pattern, which is there already on the screen, I don't want you to take time to write it. I know whatever writing of mine, if you follow, just take a screenshot of this. Okay, 30 marks MCQs are there, but these MCQs are like case scenarios. Case scenario is nothing but a question which is asked to you, and in that bit answers are there. Like suppose we give you a question for the material and demurrage charges and containers and all. So out of that bit answers will be there. That's your case scenario 1. Case scenario 2 could be standard costing, break even point. So case scenarios are question based MCQs. In income tax it is different. One answer is related like unseen passage. Here you have to read the whole question. So my suggestion is to keep this pending for the second hour. Always start with this part first. Out of 30 marks, 15 MCQs of 2 marks, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are 2 marks MCQs and very, very scoring. So start with this, then go to part B. In that, question number 1 is compulsory to attempt, not compulsory to attempt first. So you can definitely go for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have a choice. Any 4 questions you have to attempt of 14 marks each. And question number 1. So 70 marks. 14 into 5 is 70 marks. So this is how your paper pattern is. In question number 2, 3, 4, now you have 10 marks cost sheet and 4 mark theory, or 5, 5, 4 mark, or 6 and 8 mark. Like this, different combinations are there. So you can answer the MCQs from 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now what best you know out of this, you answer that. Ma'am, in question number 4, B bit is reconciliation. I know that well. And then A bit is the marginal costing. Can I do like that? Yes. but preferably bits should be solved together. Second are you can come and solve the case scenario based MCQs, which are easy, but you can't do it like income tax. एक part पढ़ा 194 answer, एक another part you read 192. No. Here, I suggest you all to keep a rough work for solving the MCQs. Okay? Right? Case scenarios के लिए थोड़ा सा rough page रख लो answer sheet में. Put a title on that. No one is going to give you minus marks for that. Use that and do. Okay? One secret I say every time for costing is put everything in the answer sheet. Like if you're reading a question, you're getting okay, 80% ye hai. Just put the data in the answer sheet and you will get it. So this is all about input from my side. Rest many things are there to help you out. And still, if you have any doubt, 9290065156 is the number. Click the picture, share your doubt, will surely clear it. Just completed recording the costing practice batch is available. Test series are there. Colored Sarthi book is there. This one. Take the benefit of this 110% guarantee you will clear with exemption. My 2 decades of experience and all I have put in this. Right. Quickly starting now with the MTP-1. Hope you all have the printout of this. So I'm skipping right now the case scenarios. We will do it in the end. And one more suggestion from my side. It's a suggestion. Ultimately, it's your choice to go by. Generally, they are asking manageable questions. If there is something tough in the exam, ki this time the case scenario was very tough. 6 marks ka hai case scenario. There is something very easy. 2 marks MCQ, EBQ, EOQ are very, very easy. Second thing is very important is put everything in the answer sheet. ये मैं बार बार बोल रही हूँ because it is very important. There at the end, if you want, you can attempt. Unit of measures are always asked. So there are few things which is very easy in the exam paper. Look for that, go for that, and just do it. You will do amazingly well. ठीक है? चलो शुरू करते हैं. आ जाओ. Let us take up very quickly. Yeah, MTP take a printout and case scenarios. We will start. Forget about the case studies and uska rough work and all. We will start with the 11th one. Okay. Use the same calculator which you are going to use in final exam. Company has annual demand of 50,000 units. Setup cost is 10,000. Carrying cost per unit per month, which we have to make for 12 months. Yeah, carrying cost per unit. What is the EBQ? So answer is 2 into annual demand 50,000. Setup cost is 10,000 and carrying cost is 1 rupee with multiplied by 12 months. Okay. So 2 into 50,000 into 10,000 divide by 12 and in root. Yeah. The answer is 9127. 9129. 9128.78. So 9129 is the answer. Very easy questions are there that will give you a boost also in the first 30 minutes. A furniture uses premium wood. Standard quantity is 5 square feet. Standard price is 10. Actual production is 1000. So 1000 के लिए standard quantity कितना लगेगा 5 and at what price 10. That is 50,000 is the standard cost and actually the wood used is 5,300 at actual price. So 3,000 adverse is the answer. Is it easy or not? One of Pintu's company's cost pool is part administrative. The budgeted overhead for the cost pool is 4 lakh and expected activity is 4,000 type. So per time the cost is 100. Okay. The actual overhead for the cost pool is 420 of an activity of 5,000 parts. What is the activity rate of the pool? Okay, right. So activity rate, actual, whatever it may be, But for cost pool, cost drivers, we take the standard rate, and that is 100 per part. This we apply an activity based costing. Now, a truck is carrying 10 tons over 200 kilometers in 26 days. What is the ton kilometer? So multiplied ton kilometers applicable. Okay. So 10 tons, 200 kilometers per day multiplied by 10 into 200 into 26. Okay, but they just asked you the ton and kilometers. So ton and kilometers, 10 tons into 200 and for 26 days. Array, what is happening? 52,000 is the ton kilometer per month. Okay. Standard hours required for the worker is 100. Budgeted hours are 120. And actual hours are 110. You are required to calculate the activity ratio. Please link it. If it is efficiency, standard hours by actual hours. Now linked with that, if it is activity, standard hours by budgeted hours. So standard hours are 100. Budgeted hours are given to you 120. 100 divided by 120 into 100. 83.33 is the answer. I'm again saying, how do you link it up? Standard hours and actual hours, standard hours and budgeted hours. Okay, right. Chalo. Next, now come to the descriptive question. As I said, the first question, cost sheet is mandatory going to come. So practice and go super well. If you have any doubts, ask. Weightage wise, you have to study. From the following data, calculate the cost of the production. This question same is there in the study material for 5 marks. And then you have this reconciliation for 5 marks, and then you have labor question. So this is a question which is compulsory. Ma'am, can we start with compulsory question? Of course, if you know all the three very well. Like in my case, cost sheet is easy, reconciliation is easy, and labor. If they would have asked standard costing or activity here, I would have done it later. So the first 1 hour is charging up. Whatever you know best, you attempt that. It's like charging up. Okay, right. Let us start with the first question where they've asked you to prepare the cost sheet. Here, emphasis is on what items will come in the factory overhead. After factory overhead and opening, work in progress and all also, some items are coming nowadays like royalty and all. So this time, please, your time, my time is precious. So only for this question, please allow me directly to check the format. If you have a doubt, you check one shot revision video there in detail. I have solved this. Okay, right. Aja. See, raw material purchase, opening and closing stock. Raw material purchase. क्या हो गया? What happened? I'm not able to write on it. What happened only to this answer? Okay. Raw material purchase is there. Opening and closing stock will give you raw material consumed, wages, prime cost. Now, after the prime cost, it is actually the factory overhead. So instead of giving factory overhead, Factory overhead is what? Indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expense. So repairs and maintenance of plant and machinery, insurance of inventory and plant and machinery, quality control, R&D, administrative overhead, ये सब यहाँ आएगा. Add opening work in progress and closing work in progress, right? If there is any scrap value, it is deducted here. Primary packing, without which I cannot sell the product, will come here. Pollution, and this will give you the cost of production. So what was new in this cost sheet? Instead of factory overhead, they have given this expenses. Okay, check. If there is any doubt, let me know. We are not having right now the time. I'm missing out a lot on my offline online batches, and even your time is precious. So that's why the part which is easy, we can check it like this. Did you all follow the MCQs and this for sure? Anyone is having any doubt, please ask. Yeah, these are already downloaded and circulated in the WhatsApp and Telegram to take a print. Of course, December and January attempt can also attempt such beautiful MCQs we have discussed if you have not done it from the beginning. Ajo. Now, a company manufacturing has disclosed a loss. Now, very important reconciliation. If they ask you statement, prepare statement, add and less. If they ask you account, then prepare account. Okay, right. Now, instead of profit, I start with costing books. Instead of profit, if there is a loss, write on debit side. But the add less concept will be same. Instead of profit, if there is a loss, we put in bracket, but whatever is to be added, whatever is to be deducted. So this is a very important question, repeatedly asked. Let us do it. There's a net loss of 48,700 in the costing books. So I'll be writing on next page because most adjustments are here. 40, actually costing profit will come on the credit side, but it's a loss, so I'm writing on the debit side. However, the financial records put a net profit. Yeah, costing profit will come here and the financial profit will come here. Costing profit will come here, financial profit here, but costing loss is there, put on debit side. We can also do in brackets add and less. Okay, right. Now let us continue. Administrative overhead is, acha, where are you standing now in costing of financial books costing? So whatever we have to do costing mindset, we can't say usko bolo na add karega, usko bolo na less karega. No, we only have to do the add and less. Okay, right? Chalo, now let us start with the first item, that is factory overhead is under absorbed. If you have under absorbed factory overhead, absorb it in costing books. If you do that, this is the profit. Profit will decrease. If you have under absorbed, absorb more, so profit will come down. Administrative overhead is over absorbed. You have put more of expense in costing books. Reduce the expense. What's the impact on profit? Profit will increase 65,000. Depreciation charged in cost books is 217, financial 225. So 270 minus 225. 45,000 you have charged more. Jada charge kiya hum, where we are costing books, we have charged more. So now what you will do? Reduce. Because we charged more, 45,000, costing profit is reduced. So add back the costing profit. Don't do like this in exam because Dipti ma'am is teaching. There you have to make a nice format. Income tax they have provided, we didn't provide, hum bhi provide kar dete hain. Transfer fees they credited, we didn't credit, let us do it. Loss they have put, we don't put it, let me put. Notional rent we have put 49,000, they didn't put, hum bhi remove kar denge. Notional rent we have credited, they didn't credit, I will debit and reverse. Opening stock here is 1,38,000. 1 second. Huh? Opening stock in cost and financial books. So opening stock in the cost books was 138. Financial, you have overcharged. तो इसको कम करो. 1,38,000 minus 1115. You have overcharged 23,000. If you reduce opening stock, the profit will increase. Closing stock, you have charged 122. They have charged 12,500 minus 22. 9,500 you have charged more. Higher the closing stock, higher the profit. So come karo, less karo. So less is what then? 9,500. Anything more? No. Let us check if it is tallying now. 65,000 plus 45,000 plus 10,200 plus 23,000. Yeah. There's a mistake actually. Notional rent they have not charged. We have to charge. It's not from my side. They can't say notional rent charged in cost books. So you have to reverse. Yeah, financial books में नहीं है. But the language flaw is there. So I'm taking it here now. I'll show you what's the flaw in the answer. Yep, suggested answer में गलती नहीं है. Language of the problem. Is it tallying or not? 52, 400, 20. Yes. Yes, 48, 700, 3,500, 52, 400, 2,700, and this. Oh, sorry, this is correct. Now see, I want to show you the suggested answer. What did they do is notional rent they have charged, whereas the language they have given is notional rent is already charged. If it is already charged and we are in costing books, then actually you have to reverse. So there's a flaw in the language and the answer. So leave that part. ठीक है, होता है. This is a beautiful labor problem. If you ask me to set a, what do you call as an exam, I'll surely ask this. It's that beautiful. Very nice. Huh? A job can be executed either by A or B. A is taking 32 hours, B takes 30 hours, standard time is 40. Means both are saving. Hourly rate is same for both the worker, that is R is same. In addition, worker A is entitled 50% halse, worker B is entitled, same problem we have done in class. The works overhead are 7.50 per hour. Factory cost is given same. Find out the R, hourly rate, M, material cost. So just make the equation and solve it. See. Both of them are allotted 40. They are taking this. This is the time saved. Time saved. Now, what are their basic wages? Basic wage X is rate. R rate is missing. So 32R and 30X. This is the basic wages. 32 and 30. Huh? Now time saved. 8R. 8R. Uska 50%. 50%. Hull save. Now he saved 10 hours. 10 hours in the ratio of actual hours by standard hours. Who said that? Rowan. Halsey is saying take 50% of the time saved, 8 hours. Rowan is saying 10 hours into 30 by 40 hours. And then X is nothing but the rate. So this is material. They have given Y. I have taken in my book, my Sarthi colored book as M. Wages there I have taken same figure, same problem is there. Factory overhead is given. Now if you solve the equation and substitute, you will get the answer. Okay, right, chalo. Question number 2 is a very nice question for process costing. Again, I want to clear all your doubts for FIFO and weighted average in the process costing. कब क्या यूज करना है, तो वेटेड एवरेज ही यूज करो. Use the weighted average only. So company PQR provides the following information. Nothing given, you use weighted average. Ma'am, then when to use before if they ask, or if opening work in progress. ये problem में तो है ही नहीं, तो it's like super easy. But if it is there, opening work in progress, just that stages, do you call it? In opening work in progress, material, labor, overhead, if the stages are given, then you do it. Okay, right, chalo. Units produced are given, expenses, normal loss 2% of the input. Units scrapped are sold at 5, abnormal loss. Normal loss is sold at 5, abnormal at 2. So you have to prepare the routine process account. See, 45,000. 42, whatever units are completed and transferred, they are always 100% complete. First, you have to prepare the statement of equivalent units. Normal loss is 2% of this. But actual loss, what did they say? Normal loss is 2%, but closing is 1800. So abnormal loss is there. 80 and 60%. ये सब दिया है. Now, you know the cost. Statement of the cost. Yeah. So, how many finished goods units are there? 42,000. Actually, ये नीचे आएगा, ये ऊपर जाएगा. Already material was there, you added. Normal loss, scrap value is to be reduced from this material. I would suggest only for process costing, write down in the notebook, spare 10-15 minutes and check up the process costing one-shot revision video. If not, I'm with you right now. In the material, you have to reduce the normal loss scrap value and divide it by equivalent units of material, 40 to 100. Labor and overhead, you will get per unit rate. Now, whatever is transfer, that will be with the total cost per unit. One more suggestion is use 4-digit decimal points. Use 4-digit decimal points. Okay? Chalo. For the question, so that you don't do rounding of mistake. And now for abnormal loss, it is 300, 240 and 180 equivalent units. Rate you are getting from here. है ना? Right? Okay. Very nice problem. I can say easy level and simple, which can be repeatedly asked. So you will get this value and then you can prepare the routine process account. It will tally 1 or 2 rupees difference. You can adjust in the transfer or in the abnormal loss and write the detail. Okay. Next question in this, ask this. Explain the treatment in cost sheet. Now imagine the weightage of cost sheet. Already they have asked a cost sheet question. Again they are asking. So can I say credit for recoveries is income which you have to reduce in the factory overhead after the opening work in progress. Primary packing cost bhi wahi lenge. Joint product and byproduct you have to separate. Quality control. So these all items what they are asking, you have to take it before the cost of the production. Credit from recoveries are reduced from the cost of the production. Packing cost, okay, it is to be added to factory cost. Joint cost are allocated between cost on rational basis and byproduct ka jo income hai, like the scrap, you have to reduce it. Quality control cost is also added in the factory cost. This all I just clarified in the cost sheet. More than 5 hours marathon is completed today. So just ask me still if you have any doubts. Now, next question is about the joint product and the byproduct. Okay, right. So a company manufactures one main product, M and N, and 2 byproducts. Okay, right. Now, for the month of January, following details are available. The cost up to separation, joint cost is this. Now, frankly speaking, looking at joint cost, the mindset of the student is, ma'am, methods of apportionment. Here, you have to apportion the byproduct and automatically you will get joint cost. That is why Dipti ma'am's one short dialogue for costing is put the data in the answer sheet. Cost after separation, for this तो it is given, no, final selling price, number of units sold, ये दो use कर सकते हैं, net profit. Huh? So can you do everything? It's such a simple question, I'll tell you. See, by product, number of units sold into selling price, sales. On sales percentage is profit. And further processing cost of the byproduct is given. So automatically you got the cost of the production. Cost after separation is also given. So you got the joint cost. Now you got the joint cost made the cost of the byproduct. So can you get the total joint cost? Yeah. Total joint cost is 175. Byproduct joint cost is clear. So now can you get the joint cost ka part of the main product? Yes. And rest all the problem is same. Done. So the gist here is, ma'am, joint cost, how to apportion, how to do decision making? No. Do the byproduct, check the data and you will get the answer. ठीक है? आ जाओ, चलो साथ में करते हैं. The very next part we will do. It's a question of operating costing. If you are able to segregate the cost into fixed, that is depreciation, salary, insurance, variable में petrol, repairs, tires, maintenance, diesel, oil, fine. In case if you are not able, just do it collectively karo. Operating costing, don't leave it in choice. I am only saying activity based costing and process costing, if they ask together, you can leave in choice because both are time consuming. Okay, right, aja. A mini bus having a capacity of 32 passengers operate between two places. The distance between A and B is 30 kilometers. 10 round trips, 25 days, and 32 ka 70% it is occupied. Immediately my working note one is the passenger kilometer and all. 30 kilometers two-way jana ana, 10 trips, 25 days, 12 months, and 32 passengers ka 70. They have done it separately. We can do it together to get passenger kilometer, but this is only for getting the kilometer. Passenger ko baad mein multiply karo, because forget about one passenger or 10 passengers. Kilometers and all is to petrol to lagega na. Yeah. Again, I'm saying same question I have solved in the top 50 also. Dekho ek baar. Insurance 15,600 per annum. Garage rent is per quarter. So like this, you can go on multiplying. 13, 1 liter is consumed for 5 kilometers, 13 per liter. So in 13 rupees, you are going 5 kilometers. So kilometers you have taken how much? Now passenger tax is also there, 22% of the taking, and 25% is profit also. Abhi dekho. सीधा आंसर पे आ रहे हैं. They have done all formulas, but instead of that, you can do it easier way. You still get full marks. ये देखो. Insurance, garage rent because it was given quarterly. Road आ गया. Salary per month आ गया. Depreciation we can calculate. Repairs quarter था तो we have multiplied. Okay. 13 rupees. 13 rupees for 5 kilometers. So 1,80,000 kilometers. How much? Same for oil and sundries. So we got total this cost. Now they have done lot of working here and equation. I think you can do, take this as 100. 22% is your profit. 25%. एक बार देख लो मैं रेट सही ले रही हूँ. Passenger tax is 22 and this is 25, sorry. So I don't know what is the final taking or revenue, but 22% is the passenger tax. 25% is this. So how much is it coming? 100 minus 47. So can I say the cost until now is 46, which you very well know. If 46 is this, but you have to do all this working, huh? 725, 800 into 22 divide by 46. Eh? आएगा, बिल्कुल आएगा. अरे 47 है ना, I took wrong. 100 minus 25 minus 22. अरे कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक आई एम डूइंग सिली. आज क्यों थक गए तो है, लेकिन फिर भी 100 minus 25 minus 22 is coming to how much? Correct. So this will come as what? Cost will come as what? 53. I hope you are getting. Out of 100 total takings, 25% is profit, 22% is this. So this is 53. Now 53 we know is this. Can we find 725, 800 into 22 divide by 53? You're getting the answer. Once you get the total answer, you can divide by passenger kilometer to get the cost or to get the fare. You can avoid this, but then you have to show that working. Your wish. So don't leave cost sheet, operating costing. They are super duper easy. Next, I go with the machina's question. Not boosting my self, but already the printed copy you all are having of Sarthi compiler, which is released long back. ये तो अभी आया है. Same question we have there for the machine hours. Same, exactly same question you have. The original, machine hour rate, total cost निकालते हैं और उसको divide by करते हैं, तो you will get it same. Total cost of the machine is 10,000. Scrap value, and at the end it is 1,000 scrap value, and this is to be divided by this. So what is your depreciation is coming to 90. I'm taking it down because it is एक ही जगह लिखना अच्छा है, ठीक है. And estimated working year is given 50 weeks, huh? Not 52 weeks. 50 weeks if they give, you take 50 weeks. And even so many times they are giving 300 days in a year, 300. 2200 hours of the which the machine maintenance etc is estimated to take up 200 hours. Okay. Out of 22 hours of which machine maintenance. Okay. No other loss is there. Setup time is estimated as 100 hours and it is productive. ठीक है. Setup time आपका क्या है? Productive है. तो आपका जो unproductive time है वो क्या होगा? Machine maintenance. Maintenance के वक्त तो you will not produce anything, no. So even though you are paying for these many hours, what is your effective hours in denominators? This. Ma'am, setup hours, why you are not mine? They said it's productive. Setup time. Now, electricity used by the machine is 16 units per hour at a cost of 9. Okay. No current is taken during maintenance also, setup also. So electricity cost is 1900 hours into 16 units into 9 paisa. 1900 into 16 into 0.09. 1900 into 16 into 0.09. 2736. Machine requires a chemical which is replaced each week. Yeah, so chemical is replaced, and don't take 52 weeks. Ma'am, my assumption is correct. No, beta. 50 weeks पहले ही बोल दिया तो 1000. 50 into 20. Cost of the maintenance per year is given as 1800. Two attendants control the operation of the machine with 5 other identical machines. This combined weekly wages and all is 120. Okay. Wages of the worker is 120 per week, 50 weeks for two attendants who control together with 5 other machines, and one more is this machine. So see, the language is important. Now, if you are feeling I'm doing machine hour rate, okay. If you feel I'm doing operating costing, okay. So 120 into 50 and 1/6. Ma'am, why 1/6? They are maintaining 5 more machines. So we to want only for one machine. 120 into 50 divided by 6. 1000 it is coming. Department and general overhead are 3000 for the whole year. ठीक है? हाँ. And because they have given this for a year, denominator, you will take it for a year. Huh? If denominator is for the year, you will take all the expenses for the year. Thousand we have taken, 3000 we have taken, 900 ना वो रह गया था. Just do the total, how much you all are getting. I know they have solved it differently. You can do it like this, but you have to show everything in the working. 10,436 is the cost. Divide by 2000 effective hours, and final answer is telling 5.22 per machine hour. आ गया आपका आंसर, ये देखो 5.22 per month. I know little like somewhere they have taken total, somewhere they have taken per hour. It's okay. You can go the way I have done. I feel that's very easy. Routine class, I have explained how you have to go by this problem. Material usage is price and cost and labor. Now, labor problems are very easy. Always the hint you remember, when you take standard hours, you take standard hours for actual output. Okay? Right. Budget question now. Budget question we have to take. It's a little in-depth but nice question. Very nice question. Biocon Limited manufactures 2 products. And below, always remember, when they ask you budget, they'll give you the opening and closing stock of the material of the finished goods. So you have to take care of that. Budgeted sales is given. Material consumption is given. Labor standard, 1 unit mein itna kilo. It's very simple. You talk and you get answer. Now, material X and Y cost is given. Labor rate is given. Overtime you are paying if a worker is working more than 1840 hours. The target productivity ratio for production hours worked by the worker is 80%. Non-productive downtime is 20%. Little additional information is there. There are 5 days week and it is anticipated stock is given to you. Ye dekho. Budgeted sales is given and closing stock is given. 4 days sales. What is budgeted sales? 2,400. And they told you 5-day week. 5-day week and 4 week, matlab 20 days only you have to count in a month. Ma'am, 31 days are there, 30 days, forget it. If they say it is a 4-5-day week, 5 day, 4 days, 20 days. Okay. So now, how many units you are selling? 2400 into 20 days. A के लिए. Into 4 is your closing stock. One second. Into 4. कितना आ रहा है करो? 2400 into 4 divided by 40. So 480 units is my closing stock. And how much units I have to sell? 2400. I also have opening stock. Ma'am, why you are doing only for A? B you can do similarly. I'm just showing you the trick. 2400 units sold, 480 units in stock, and 400 units opening. So what is my production? 2480. देखो बन गया आपका production budget. 2480. I hope you are getting. They will say closing stock is 20% of sales and all. According to that, you have to take. Your production budget is ready. Now purchase budget. For producing these units, 5 kg is required, 4 kg for this. This is given to you in the question. So you will get how much raw material is required. Now, the tricky part. How much raw material is required, that we know it. Now, see, X and Y, 4 and 6 per kg are required, wo ho gaya. But the productivity ratio, acha, this is for the labor. Now, what is your closing stock? 10 days consumption of the raw material. So can you first calculate per day's consumption and then 10 days consumption? Huh? Aja, see. This 25,300 is the consumption for 20 days. They said 10 days consumption is in stock. This is 6 days. Ma'am, how did you get 20 days? 5 days, 4 weeks, 20 days. This is your closing. Opening is given. How much quantity to be purchased? Rate is given. You get. Same way, to produce this standard hours, these many hours are required. It's given. If you read the question, you will get it is given to you. Now, they said clearly that in standard hours to produce this, they are working at 80% efficiency. So obviously, if this is 80%, for payment and also you need 100%, 9,300 hours. Add to it more down productive time, additional other than this. Okay. So you need 11,160 hours of work here. Same way for B, total hours required. Now 4 week, 40 hours, 180 workers are working only 28,800. You need 43,410. So obviously you will go for overtime. When you are going for overtime, 28,800, you are paying routine. But when you are going overtime, you are paying them extra. It's a very nice question. I can say very nice, very nice. Okay. So that's all for this budgeting question. Activity based costing, to be honest, leave it or do it. The 3 problems what I have given you in the compiler, क्योंकि बहुत time consuming हो जाएगा तो theory questions I want to check up. Today morning I told you what are the responsibility center, cost center, profit center, all these. At least if you write the side heading also you get marks. Cost centers, the profit centers, they are all the responsibility centers. Investment centers. How do you use the efficiency ratio? What are the prerequisites of a good cost integrated system. If you want to integrate, you need lot of coordination, you need the coding system, yeah, right? And you need cooperation from the court, agreed routine interim adjustments and all, proper coordination. And actually they have not given, but you can write, you need qualified staff when you want to integrate the two. Last question is little different but can be copy pasted and asked. What are the principles of estimation of cost and benefit? Cost and benefit from the chapter 1. After identification of cost and benefit is now required to quantify the cost and benefit. So if you talk about cost, you can check whether it is fixed, variable, semi-variable. Traceability basis pay, you can check whether it is direct, indirect, direct cost, which are assigned directly or indirectly. That's all for MTP-1. Your time, my time is precious. No break now. Quickly tell me, you have any doubts? Case scenarios, kya kare aap bolo? There are case scenario, but you have to literally solve the whole problem. Case scenarios are okay. Let me check. We want to do the case scenario or not. Till then, if you have any doubt, you ask me, please. Actually, the first one is very easy, very easy. EOQ pay, what is the cost? And if you go by different order, what is the cost? Just solve it as rough work. You will get all the answer. Second one is from the marginal costing. Sales minus variable cost is marginal costing. Then what is the break-even point? If you want this profit, what will be the sales like that? Okay. Please apologies today. I had a very long day. Otherwise, I would have literally taken up the case study. Still, if you wish to comment below, I will do it at the end. I have finished with MTP-1. Again, I am starting MTP-2. Forget about the case study. 6 plus 6 marks. Final exam में छोड़ना नहीं है. But ऐसे ही आपको बता रहे हैं कि अभी तो छोड़ दो. And let us directly start from the 11th. I want you to attempt the exam from 11th MCQ to 2 marks. Then go to question number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you know best. And in the end also, if you come to case study, you will know the answer very well. Huh. But reading at the case study, if you feel, no, ma'am, case study was like the same problem I have done of the EOQ and the reorder, then please go for it. Okay. MTP-2 का first case study is overly add unless they have made it. I suggest you not to just leave it. Honestly, I'm saying this is YouTube live. क्योंकि इतना सिर खपा के अभी ये टाइम पे मतलब नहीं. आ जाओ. MTP-2 also we will check up nice important questions. It's not easy. पर अच्छे questions हैं MCQ. Budgeting, operating, costing, cost sheet. These are the topics, dear students, you should never leave in exam. So company's fixed cost is given to you 5 lakh. Selling and variable cost, that is contribution, we know. How many units the company should get to earn a target of 2 lakh. So fixed cost plus profit 2 lakh will give you total contribution 7 lakhs. And you want contribution per unit 100. So how many units you should produce? 7,000. Yeah, it's that easy. 7,000. Next. 1,200 kg of the material were put in. Normal loss is 8%. Opening work in progress is not there. Output, see, 1,200 units you have put. 8% is the normal loss. 1,200 ka 8%. 96 normal loss. And output is 1,100 plus 1,100. and 1200. 1200 में से 1100 is output and 96 is normal loss. So abnormal loss is 4 kg. Simple, easy. ABC Limited Manufacturing allocates its factory cost based on the machine hour. Total estimated overhead for the year is 6 lakhs. And the company expects 30,000 machine hours. ठीक है, ड्यूरिंग द ईयर जॉब एड में 300 मशीन आवर्स है, तो पहले तो 6 lakhs कॉस्ट में 30,000 machine hours into 300, 6,000 is going to be your cost. A factory's capacity utilization ratio is 85 and activity is 95. What is the efficiency? Efficiency ratio is standard hours by actual hours. Activity ratio is standard hours by budgeted hours. So like this, if you check, the activity ratio is your activity ratio divided by the capacity ratio. So activity is 95%, capacity is 85, you will get the answer. Hello, 95 divided by 85 into 100. 111 point this, so this is the answer. Company uses batch costing. Its setup cost is 20,000 for a batch of 300 units. Direct material cost and labor cost is 10. What is the total cost of the batch? Okay. Total cost of the batch they are asking you. 1 second. I thought we have to calculate the carrying cost and formula, but that is not it. Material and labor cost is 10 per unit into 30 into 300, that is 9,000, and setup cost is 20,000. So 29,000 is the answer. Okay, right. This problem we have already solved. One is getting as per the labor and another is getting as per Halsey. So just 1 second, dear student, I want to close this. Yeah. So just case studies is just like the MTP-1, you can definitely solve the case study. MTP-2, I am suggesting chhod do. Yeah. Hourly rate, they have given formula, you know it, just solve missing figure, you will get it. Okay. Next is now speed logistic as headquarters and companies, fleets and daily maintained operating days maintained. Oh my God, service cost question है ये तो, पर बहुत easy है. Operating cost is given to you 400 and this, you know how you calculate in the operating cost sheet. Maintenance is given to you, fixed cost is given to you, and the capital cost is given to you. ओके तो ऐसे करोगे तो आपको पूरा ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट शीट ही मिल जाएगा. ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट जस्ट कॉपी पेस्ट. फायर कॉस्ट यू आर गेटिंग. नाउ दे हैव आस्क्ड यू दिस इज द टोटल कॉस्ट. हाँ, और यहाँ पे आपको पूछा है कि व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट पर डे, सो डिवाइड बाय 30 days. व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट डेज ऑपरेटेड, so 25 and so you'll get the answer. Over easy. ठीक है. Right. Annual demand is given 60,000. The customers prefer a lot of 15,000. Production cost is given, setup cost is given, carrying cost is given. Find out the economic production run, same batch costing, and calculate the extra cost. First you calculate the EBQ. So according to EBQ, it's 2,000. But if you go for 50,000, your setup cost will change, your carrying cost will change, and increase in cost. This now enough we have done in EOQ, EBQ. Right. This next one is a question for equivalent process costing. This time normal loss is not 5% of input. They said normal loss is 5% of input plus work in progress and units transferred and abnormal loss and all. Okay. Now this time they gave you the opening cost separately. So take it. Instead of this, if they give you total opening cost, then add it to the value transferred. है ना? Current cost. Normal loss scrap value is always reduced from the material. So you get the cost. Divide by the equivalent units, you get the cost per unit. 1 second, dear students, please wait. 1 minute. Thank you for waiting. Back again. Let us check up. Yeah. See, if they give you opening work in progress ka cost separately, then add it and this cost, and now you divide it by equivalent unit. Sometimes opening work in progress only 21,70,000 is given. Then current cost minus this scrap value, divide by equivalent units per unit you will get. And when you calculate the transfer, opening is also transferred. Okay. Now you calculate the values and you can prepare the process account. Then we go for the theory question. Explain the useful or suitability of ABC costing. Very nice question. Very nice. ABC costing अच्छा है, nice question है. ABC costing is suitable where you can't have overhead just for one unit and all. ABC costing is suitable where you can divide the overhead बहुत ज़्यादा detail में है. High amount of overhead is there, wide products are there, activities are different, some are labor based, machine based. So ABC activity based costing is you go in depth over there, huh? And segregate the overheads according to the proper denominator, right? And see, my cost is 18, so 20 ले लो, or profit add कर दो. But if there is cutthroat competition, I need to get the most accurate cost. Yeah. So for that, ABC costing is important. Okay. Aja. Next, now we have the question for the sales value and all. Marginal costing question, it is there. Gift and snacks and all, cost sheet is there. Marginal costing question is there. So you know the fixed cost, you know the profit you wish. So according to that, reverse, can you come to the contribution? And according to that, you can complete. For everything they have given clearly. Job costing ka question hai based on the job costing. Please never get scared looking at the size of the question, and they will definitely so beautiful. They have made it bitwise. I know, but it's a 14 marks question only of job costing. पर okay, like I'm telling you, the way they will give cost sheet to बहुत easy है. छोड़ दो, study material same question we have done. Yeah. When it is job cost sheet, no, they will just help, they pick up the data and you can do it correctly. Okay. Mistakes to be avoided in exam, we will be doing it now. See, some data is given to you and factory overhead is 60%, administrative selling. So first you have to prepare the financial P&L, then costing, and then the same is there in the Sarthi compiler. पहले आपको क्या करना है? Based on that, first you have to prepare the P&L account. P&L account you can prepare together. Now, while preparing the cost sheet, they have given factory overhead is this percent, closing stock is this, and then you reconcile in routine. In reconciliation, only kind of the three adjustments are what? Stock adjustments, overhead adjustments, and the credit and debit. Okay, right. कॉस्ट शीट तो बनाना पड़ेगा. Prepare a flexible budget, but then there is increase in the cost. That also you have to consider. So I don't know, some student has sent me by downloaded this MTP, yeah. So at 90% you have to make, but you have to take care कि 80% पे इतना है, and there's a trend. If the cost is increasing, you have to consider the increased cost. Okay. Labor is also increasing per unit. Factory overhead is semi-variable to take care of that. Selling overhead is semi-variable. So change in the cost is because of that. Okay. Yeah, last some theory, nice questions. What are the practical difficulties in installing a good cost accounting system? You need the lack of top management support, resistance from cost accounting department, cooperation between cost and financial, shortage of trained staff. Okay, and to overtake this, what you should do? This is already asked in earlier RTP. Now they have asked. So to overtake all, फिर से एक बार, if you want to integrate the or install a cost accounting system, you need lack of support is there from top management. They just want to know the financials. Resistance from the cost accounting department, lack of cooperation, trained staff. So to overtake that, you can do training, you can coordinate with the top staff and all. Yeah. So they are producing butter. While producing butter, they have also got the buttermilk. Oh, what is the treatment of the byproduct? If it is small, credit in costing P&L, all treat it as the main product or further process and take it. Fixed budgets are simple and all, but still there are certain demerits of the flexible budget. Okay. So what are the demerits of flexible budget? It does not suit a dynamic organization where costs are changing. It's not suitable for long period. और flexible budget के भी demerits हैं. It's expensive, time consuming. You need standard data to compare. Discuss the objectives of timekeeping and time booking. Timekeeping is maintaining the time. Time booking is to allocate. So the objectives or the purpose of timekeeping is to help you make the payroll, compute the cost. Right. And time booking is how much to allocate the cost of each worker to job so that you get the correct cost of the job and allocate it to overhead and all accordingly. Okay. Right. Coming to case studies, one thing I want to say, MTP-1, do the case study, solve it as a question of EOQ and at different level, and then one bit MTP-2. It's like material chapter only. I did solve it, I'm not denying. Material cost like demurrage charges and all, you will not take. Custom duty you are paying, GST you are paying along with the custom, all that is fine. But then there are dollars, there are currencies, so it will take time. So your wish, right? I've tried my best to justify and help you from the morning for the formulas, for the concepts, for the theory questions and briefing up. Apologies from my side that I should have done this MTP and RTP long back, but there was lot of work going on for Sarthi compiler for the live batches where I had commitment to complete that also on time. And DT live batch is also going on for December and January. I can't over delay it. Today also I've taken a break because tomorrow is costing exam. So could not do it earlier, but definitely any doubt is there, anytime you can click the picture and ask me. Thank you so much, dear students. All my blessings and wishes are with you. You will rock it. Trust yourself. इतना सारा practice batch, revision, one shot video, top 50 question is all there with you, and your pen will flow. God bless you. If you get results, whatever is your result, please share it, because when we are taking classes in YouTube, students pass out, fail, few do connect, few don't. So whether whatever is the result, forget it, stay connected. You all have the number. Share your marks, share your experience of learning. That will give us also a lot of feedback, right? So hoping the best with all of you. And I'm going to make one more small video for the mistakes to avoid an ABC. If you wish, you can rejoin. All the best to all of you. Bye bye. Thank you.